Oh my god. Speaking of hypnosis, did I already talk about this? I just finished my eating. Ooh, you want to eat the sand so bad? Ooh. You come to my island. You eat my sand. What the hell? How could you? How could you do that? The hell? The hell? We're doing this. We're back. And we're disgusting. Ugh. New clown behavior. Old clown behavior. Yep. Here we are. Back in ye olden. Can I juggle? No. I'm a failure as a clown. It's the one thing. I can't even get on a unicycle. Oh my god. My failings of being a gay clown. It's over for me. I can't even get- I don't even have my clowning certificate. I can't- I don't have any of that. I don't have my clowning certificate. I don't have a unicycle. I can't juggle. Imposter syndrome goes crazy. I can't do it. No clowning certificate. I don't have it. I literally, there's no certification. I'm just a poser. I'm just a clown poser. I'm only in the fits. I don't have the clowning chops. Yeah, my nose disappears a lot. I don't know what to do about that. I wonder where it is. There used to be a nose on here. But it's gone now. No nose. Where's your string of color handkerchiefs? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't have none of that. I don't have what the cool clown / magicians have. I could only dream of being that. Would you pull the endless handkerchiefs out of my mouth? Who knows? If I actually am a clown. If I actually do become a clown. If I finally graduate from clown school. And become the most... professional clown with my clown PhD. Smell is graduating. I graduate from clowniversity. That's my clown graduation. Is there actually a clown school? Graduate from clown. Are you guys professional clowns? You have the right to judge me for not being the clown I want to be. A comically large glass of beach sand. You come to my island, Pug. You eat my sand. You come to eat my sand. How dare you? Come to eat all this sand. Anyhow, enough stalling. Let's get into the game. Oh, hey, the thing actually works. A big freaking hand. Why is it so big? Huge heckin' hand. Okay, get in here. This one? Did y'all want to read? Or are y'all just chilling? Because I know Aya's in there and I don't want to spoil their thingy too soon. So, I'm gonna just chill out here. I wonder if I left food for 4. Oh, let's get going. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Ah, honey. Give Dorothy a noogie. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. The hell does she want? A freaking sugar rush? I don't remember what she freaking gets as the usual. It's either like the sugar fairy or the blue fairy she had last time. Or a sugar rush. Or something, it was something sweet. I think it was sugar rush, I'm not sure. Well, we'll go for it, I guess. Here. This is nice. 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 Ice? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey. How do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know what you see is an actual thing? Ice, ice, baby. How can you tell if you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those pondering brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a soplistic crisis of sorts. Do y'all chew ice? Yes, my favorite is soft ice, though. Dang, it's pretty hardcore. What is soft ice? Supple what? I chew ice. But my teeth, I think, are starting to get mad at me for doing that. Soplism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing. There, that word. Soplism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it even come from? Well, solus meaning alone, ipsi meaning itself. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean this. It doesn't make any sense. Words don't make any sense. I've been repeating words for a long time, and they've stopped making sense. Why? Ice is bad for you. Ice is bad for you. Like in how you can't have cold water? Bad to chew? Yeah, probably. Calm down. That's just semantics, satiation? 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 Semantic satiation? Stop making words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I make sure this counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. I don't know, something else that's sweet. Just like this. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? It's for bad stress. I think I grit my teeth really bad in my sleep. What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination, or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arms to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign in the World, one of my favorites. At one point, I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Huh, I like it. Teeth grinding in the sleep. Sleep talking, teeth grinding. Never sleptwalked before though, but I think that's like a specific thing. Hey, can I take this drink? And I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. What the? Dorothy. Phew. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And it burns and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Donna's... Oh, I've been here before. Oh, hey! It's the Akira dude, who also has a thing for Jamie. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Donna Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get her for... Right, sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Hey, honey. Hmm? The big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know. She'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it. Honey? Seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? I don't. Seriously, Jill? She's the... making the jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario. I'll buy you a drink. Hmm? He might have another delivery, you know? This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Chalky milk. He likes chalky milk. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way, Lilum? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Yeah. Awesome, Mario. Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, I get it. Don't worry. You like guys, it's clear. Speaking of... You like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true that what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal. The authorities acknowledge that the races are going on. They don't know what's going on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love? Of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating though, but the truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright. Banana man. Welcome back, princess. Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There's this belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That some or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus, they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street, and I say almost because he moved really quickly out the way. Then I went to deliver a package, and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him. He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me. You know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw that kid Lilim here. They could easily pass as a human. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as human under your very own nose, replicating us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilim because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about the risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risk with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the replicabot thing? Replibot thing. Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really. I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. If I was a bot, I would eat drywall and drink gasoline. I might gunk up your internals with the drywall. Gasoline could maybe pass? Who knows? Just start eating people's homes. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached the conclusion that might as well reply here. It's useless to be afraid. But I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. Don't challenge me. Challenge you to eat drywall and gasoline within 24 hours. Go, 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 go. So, I'd rather live without being afraid. I will consume your house. Ah! And grabs a stick. A no-no stick. Smack, smack! Don't eat my house! Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the Nevulian crabs invade. Or, I mean, when the Ruplabots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of "it's useless to be afraid" didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have a sense of humor, the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey. They brought you a package. Ah, yes. My curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? It's a new one. That's a pocket money. I'm out of excuses. Just give pocket money. Oh, cool. Flawless bonus. Okay, rent is due on the 30th. Oh boy. How much did I make yesterday? Jill wonders if Manikinako actually brings luck, but I want to prevent her from getting too distracted from work. Okay. It's $500, but prevents me from being a little dum-dum. Danger you. Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame. I'm going to marry Julianne. Oh man, I think I already read that. There. This one. Yuri. Oh no, this is the Yuri one. About the Yuri. That bar called Valhalla. What the heck? Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work? Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is a neat, just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advice? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself? You are. Oh my god, we're on Reddit. Hi Wigs, how are you? How was your stream? Did you have a lot of fun? First space colony to develop. First space colony plans to develop its own army while on a smithy. Even though space was imagined as a promised land, a space where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistake from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army. Following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group, we're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during the private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so that they can have more control over the population. Interesting. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. Leilana Smithy. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it becomes. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. Their traditional views of human relationships are changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Yick. The final remaster leads the video game charge. Lana Smithy. The newest remaster of 2016's Yick, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.3 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster, the Sting's Face Remastered. Full charts include lifetime sales. Yick, the final remaster, 3.5 million new. Miku, Hatsune Miku Project Remaster, 1.5 million new. Remastered, Water Pro Wrestling G, and Dang It, Round Paul. Dang it, Round Paul. Dang it, Round Paul. Okay. Off to work. Round Paul. Good evening. Ah, Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the... Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure got excited about fireworks a whole lot more than dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Ready. Mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy. Ugh, okay, I'll walk around. Okay, we're back. Double check. Take a little minute. That is so slow. Oh, I'm so sleepy, guys. Yeah. It's a lot to read, but my brain is tired. You finished the game. Yeah, I'm just a little tired, dude. We having these long conversations. Oh, did we get a new magical girl channel? What the hecky? Yeah, we did. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Ingram. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made that noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Alright. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. No. Get me a Mars blast. Alright. What? Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I could fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I could fight dirty. Jill, please. You make me sound like a savage. I would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there's a better way of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. Like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try a suplex thing. Right. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning, but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you are? Ingram. Anyways, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection. Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in a bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and the nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. The fact that all that they need to implant with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Here. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours, though. I had a couple extra in his, actually. So, where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perk of not having nanomachines in the body outweighs the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time? Either by getting a much needed enhancement, oh my gosh, enhancement, or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough, yeah, I was right. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way, you'll be in a good mood too. Bad touch for Alba. Here. Jill. You have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got in the back of the parking lot. And on top of that, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court, and the judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump into the highway. So, Ava comes and says, and make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I couldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite a animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that, I mean, age difference and all.
but there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, the admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So, aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. Huh? But enough about me. How are you? And everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at a dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So, what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place? Right. Give me a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo! Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from her said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those huge boobs. Not now. Sister said, said sister would never marry the girl's best friend, not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranker lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she's held in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey, Joe. I can lift her sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Peace out. I know the girl is you and the sister is your older sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage, lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth is dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Beer. Man. Am I going crazy? Aren't I? Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got excited about having a new sister. She clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, play with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that little girl a chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go and take my break. Alright. You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie said, even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. It's less chilly today. Jill, the kid's looking for you. Oh, shh. Hey! Ah, Norma. Whew. You're back. No. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew. She thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for strangers, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And, well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it'd be a waste of money in university just for me to not be giving my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll be leaving before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make me a bleeding Jane, please. On it. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that I can only see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character, don't know. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering some stuff. Could you give me a hand here? Serve a beer, please? Sure. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy. Ouch! I'm in my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey! Hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I have a fluffy dream? Sure. Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be there then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does with that? What? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell's Becky? Who's Becky? Who's that? You said... I said nothing. Okay, but anyways... Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. Oh, okay. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher in hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask you a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like cats, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Or was it Roman-Neko-Yamada treatment? Let's call it catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that would make or break the whole thing. Not to mention, Zaibatsu Corp recorded record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. What is Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stengovich, didn't die, and she became a living treatment of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media, and creation got a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through catification procedure even if they had no ailment at all. Good morning. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through the treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And then their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. A fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Huh? You didn't think the things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like cats and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh? It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I am effing up this terms.
I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catafication procedure. I'll keep that in mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stangovich. Huh? I just remembered. Sylvia Stangovich was around my age when I was a teen. There was some TV special featuring her. And I just remembered I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. Did you need a shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright. Careful out there. Okay. Or you've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecation thread? Don't trust a white knight, and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. I'm bye. Good morning. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour, lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough of this. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Alas, airlines are leaving the city soon. We won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. Wink. Decrease as youth prefers Lilum company. At the beginning of a century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was created as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and that is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Oh, okay. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. By Lana Smithy. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City as long as we adhere to the decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty will face 3 days in jail as a punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Socks and sandals are kind of ironically fashionable. You're doing it ironically? I feel like when I wear, like, let's say Crocs, because I categorize Crocs in the same scenario, somehow I always end up regretting it, because at some point I'm gonna either find myself with wet shoes, or specifically wet socks, and I'm gonna be miserable the whole way. So I don't even bother the socks and sandals combo, because there's something somewhere is gonna have me with wet socks, and I'm gonna get really, really sad. I don't even bother. Who wears socks and sandals in a 100-degree, 100% humidity state? Not just in Florida, you bonkus. Like anywhere. I've lived in so many states. But anytime I've ever tried wearing socks and sandals or anything that's like an open toe shoe with socks, I just get messed up. Really, for silly law, I'm all for it. The BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City by Lana Smithy. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on the way out, blaming rising inflation rates and the weak currency the BTC has given an order to disband most of half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, and we can't continue in the red. A PR representative told Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't make more? Give me a break. Quincy. Alright. Not to work. Good evening. Hey. Hey, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so, I'll designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the other stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? How tall is Dirty Donna? I don't know. That's a product thing. How tall would Dirty Donna be? I wonder if they have like a wiki for their characters. Ow. I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. In my mind, she's 4'8". 4'8"? Then how old is Olivia? Or how tall is Olivia? She's also a child. So is Olivia just like 3 feet tall? Because Dirty Donna towers over Olivia. And she's 3'6". Oh my goodness, she's so short. I don't think they have like a wiki or anything. 2'6". Holy. That is so short. Canonically that short. Dude, I'd just be my shoulders. Really long head. I could send Jill a little bit about themselves. You're the happy kitten. Happy. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Let me just stand up in my chair while I read. Honestly, that'd be great for, what do you call it? One of them standing desks. Just get the desk up, and I'll just walk in a weird treadmill pad. Let me just stand here. Oh. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Bouncing up and down at everyone's ankles. Am I considered short guy or tall guy? Fine. Give me that list. Oh my gosh. We got Moopai towering at a 6'11". Where does that land you? I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. I'm 3 micrometers across your 2-dimensional plane. How did you know Gil has a crush? He what? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so those errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it? That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... time to mix drinks and change lives. I thought the micrometers actually said microwaves. And I was like, microwaves. 3 microwaves across. Gil has a crush with a crush, huh? This place? Great. Oh, if it isn't... oh, it's... Kira! Miki. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but... is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door is open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Rajiba, hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's that dog doing in the bathroom? Mr. Donovan. Where did she... oh, hey, Donovan. Oh, hello, perfect. Hey, kid. I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Hey, Donovan. Stop harassing the lady in the blue. Moopai, when are you adding your giant mustache toggle? I don't know, dude. You gotta ask Moopai that question. Moopai! Oh! When you're trying to add in a giant mustache toggle. Here. Mr. Donovan. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You can both get matching giant mustaches. Oh my god, for real. Mr. Donovan, don't you think with all that's happening, they'd say and do more reports? But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whatever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know that infamy of the augment eye with the general public, right? A page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things? Of course I know. Then why are you not trying to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the unpleasant way. Saibatsu Corp and the company have an eye on every publication they have bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find resources severely cut. Anything beyond that and the case And the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep my ass in the line, huh? Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yes, yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Illegal chicken? Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around and stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some reconstructing will begin at the BTC after the whole thing. Man, ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid. Let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have a break from the routine time to time. A Moonblast. Something sweet and girly? And sand. Here. Get matching sand. Or just put sand in the cup. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what brought you here? Oh right, didn't you see Lilith coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up? Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Are you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just in on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot as in tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those king-class Chia models are personally. And so you followed her? I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you've quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So, that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight, or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Yeah, you need to give him a pile driver, literally. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find some of that... someone that looks a bit like her. Ew. That guy left.
Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Donna. Hope your sister likes the video.
No, thank you.
Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Here. Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already in a committed relationship. Figure, wait, what? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love, and he offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this weird dynamic. Hiramiki. I don't know about that one. I hope he's nice. A little weird. He's a stick in the mud, or planning's due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise, I hope so. I see. Yeah. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans. Doesn't sit so well, like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Something like tea. Bottled drinks? Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class Chia, right? We have your poster, Miki. I painted your face onto my walls once. That I am? May I ask something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have a port in their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it's an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of the song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang our Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls? I painted your face and almost goes hard with pickup line. Like from what, like a first date? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised at how different their onstage personas are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Just walk up to someone on the street. So I paint
I painted your face on my walls. Like, who the hell is this? Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl, through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so, they took the opposite route and became cute cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy doll idols would be unkempt tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. Ah, okay. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Alright. Pimsol, let's go. Here. Sparkling. Well, it's been a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Alright.
Greetings!
Ah, Stella. What can I get you?
I'll go with a bleeding jade today.
Here you go.
Thank you.
What brought you here today? Waiting for Say?
I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped by to say hi.
Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again.
Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's been clean. It's also clean, really clean.
Gil's the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though.
I see. Hey, Jill. Have you heard of the new gold rush in the city?
Gold rush?
Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on a piece of white knight suits.
I think I heard or read something about that, but I have my doubts. So probably not. In any case, how is a gold rush? Oh, how is it a gold rush?
Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank...
Oops, 1 second.
Suits were remotely shut down. Wrecking many of them in the process. Many suits dropped their armor right there, and then, well, when the lynching went on.
Would you be like a cat boomer then? Or Would you have let your parents be a cat boomer? Yes. Because the cat boomer came by the whole fetus thing. And they, like, modified the fetus for nanomachine rejection. And that's how they ended up getting the cat ears. Moopai, 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 Moopai. Moopai, apparently you're canonically 10 foot something. Is this true? Oh, true, also that. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're in a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even a single piece of armor fetching a high price these days. Could anyone else see any profit from that research or justifying the expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field, ripe with patents just open for many, so I'd say yes. Wait, Moopai is 51? Holy. You're even taller than ever, Moopai. Crazy. There's one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of every unique Blitzkrieg Corp unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetic of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Hessian heroes. Hessian heroes, and what? Ahem. They looked really gaudy, but it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He was one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. No, wait. So I'm 6'2" now? Happy. You know a lot about this. Squash and stretch. I'm now a mini Godzilla, honestly. Huge. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also kinda helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guards. That should sound familiar to you, Brew. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafes were originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over this, tantamounts? To the state. What tantamounts to a city-state? Moopai Kaiju era. Big Moop. Gorilla Defeater may have killed my army, but now they get through me. Oh my god. Moopai was just King Kong this entire time, and the one true gorilla. It's time to take on the gorilla defeater like you were meant to be. You were meant to. It was written in, in the books of ye old.
The corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside of the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way, you get in the way of a logo. You'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopian of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever the council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So, what were you saying about... What were you saying is that Glitch... So what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, and what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure, sure. Here. Thanks. So, I take it you're in a good mood? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well... I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Oh right, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? I can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised when she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite a graceful client. Man. So those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you'll always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know. In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Huh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use or... nor do I care. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over more powerful people. All thanks to being nice, a guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But most importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me say she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about that stuff, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, what can you... What? Oh my gosh. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security in the other? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. You'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we should abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. That's another bleeding chain.
Here. Thank you. You have many servants around now, Stella?
I do, but they've been with us for so long. They're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We even have a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend to the plants. And that sounds nice. Let me know if you ever need, you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all the tech be patented anyways? I get they're cracking in the first place, but that would be true. But if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making White Knight suits untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from their other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how to immobilize everyone still inside of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are all by illegal means? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All the power makes you think you're above the law law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up anything by using money? I think we've all done things that we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Anyways, a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. Oh no. Hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something will fight, I will fight to uphold. First, the greeting stops, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Joe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I ponder weak and weary over many quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore. While I nod, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. Tapping! As someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis a visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. You overdid it! You totally overdid it! Quoth the bartender. I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a face. Sorry. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicle ring any bells? Wow. But pale. No, that name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd, today, my daily card reading told me that I'd meet great change, thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras and how revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into an occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at and being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Okay. I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all the stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. Why do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would be embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods no, I gave up on that whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... ugh. I don't know. I like that way. Look at you, all dressed in black, the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god. A pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole day on a thing, and I sat in a small... I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff. Just checking past internet activities. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. Oh, what led you to the page? You realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss, all the boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths of old classmates who go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how a criminal feels when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 69, not 69. Like a reference to both lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Still, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". Bug. Mike has infected you as well. I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I knew what 69 was. Yeah. You're gonna summon them. You're gonna summon them. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Grr. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationship, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and Me just saying keep the her. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, we had awesome chemistry, I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift and we started separating. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe that even if it's just for a little bit, that maybe he might change his mind. As much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us, and at one point I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. What the? What happened? Reminds me of Mike. Don't threaten me or I'll start flossing too. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question. We're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now, ask a real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one, chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because the real question was, why did your hands get... why did your hands get chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is I spend lots of time typing and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There's other utilities like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's tiny computers embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger with the acts like a computer mouse cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. Who up doing a Fortnite dances while watching Una share? You doing a Fortnite dance? Did you like... I didn't think of you just putting like your phone down and then just start Fortnite dancing in the middle of your room. How did your family take that operation? They took it well though, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it would pass off as her own original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. Give my daughter back to her arm.
great NPC and I can't be stopped. What the hell? I like the little Konosuba shimmy, where they like shimmy their arms in the front and they shimmy the arms in the air. It's a good one. Da 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 da. Like that one. So, are you cool now? Are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You're pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Why? Just call me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it! Surprise! Hey Alma, this might be weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although, there was this paper I read once about... that was quite interesting. It proposed on scenarios where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death. Oh. And then act as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. One question, Jill. Do you believe in manananggal? Do you believe in the manananggal? And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been a while he was out. True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am? Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens for 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling isn't real as soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my world, you solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just happens to use fighting as expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries any wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh. I didn't think about it like that way, in that way. Sadly, I won't stand for any bad-mouthing wrestling. So now, I have to go and break Gil's back and make you humble. Oh, well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Oh, he just got destroyed. 8th grade 1? Okay, I made enough money. I'm only left with three freaking $100. I'm broke! Oh! Another month. Sense of relief. Focus on work. Oh my god. I've got no money, guys. A roof over our heads. For another month! Yay! Valhalla. The name sounds silly, a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District. At first, it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartender
are such a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drink there is very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. So, what? Grand Slam Fighter crowns a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with the giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 6'6" American Kid was forced to relinquish his title due to head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30 minutes, but with a giant Yusuke applying for a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with AE, giant Yusuke told us through the translator that he wasn't for 6'6" American Kid to recover. Oh, he's waiting for 6'6" American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. Oh, okay. No, how often do you suplex other people? Not often, because I could actually hurt myself overdoing that. I think there was like one time I threw my back out and I was just bedridden for like some amount of days. I don't think if I would try to German suplex someone, I would actually hurt my back. Or suplex anyone in general, I would hurt myself. I have 2 Kiramiki things. I have this little banner thing and I have an actual poster. Wow, how humble. After a great earthquake... Oh, I still thank you, I try. After the great earthquakes, salvage agents are the new rage. The great earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye, seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean surface. That's something that you get to, you know, millions lived there before the great earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. Okay. New Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create some more new laws so to reinforce robot-like features among Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City is the first nation to adopt the current standard of artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It was known what kind of laws we'll have in the... It's unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. Okay. Gotta work. 30th. Alright, let's see if the game wraps up here. Good evening. Jill, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love maybe? Nothing of the sort, I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you... I mean, only get happy after they've... It's not... Oh my god, you totally... Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Oh. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place, and... Shh. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Oh my god! Not so fast, flat bartender! If that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I passed out. So, I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Eh? Do I have something on my face? I totally... No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, keep it down. Ah, Jill, you're here. Isn't that that passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here! Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway... Did Kira make a song? I don't think so. Make strings change lives. Oh, hey, Betty. Deal. Are you too happy? And are you too mopey? What's happened? I was right. Huh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Oh, for deal? Say that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she that one that passed out last time? Anyways. Betty was right and deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. Alright, beer time for Betty. For the occasion? Alright. So, the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her scream to the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too... a clinch for my taste. So, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker, holy. Did he F? I'm gonna get a too obvious Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable, the face of a guy that got some. And enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a blue light. Okay. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships, and I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say... didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of wrong rugby team, teetolator, shoes with mouth open. What do you think, Jill? You must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean, about a piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this, Gil. He's still on Cloud 9. Or is it in Cloud 9? No, about that. Sneaky, sneaky. I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there and ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays. Anyways. Even if that was the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch, if I don't say so myself. And like I said, human and all but organs. You surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of societal experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway. Just try to get to know her, and you'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite an uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Man. On the rocks. And a woman. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. What? Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like that moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. It's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. You won't leave me? I'd worried myself sick if I left you on your own to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine. We'll be there, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Party! I'd love to go! But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry! Bye, Bill. I totally forgot she was here. Man, that was such a bliss. Oh, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things get fun here. And just like that, the last time I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. Maybe I could just Give her a messed up drink? Oh, I can't. I can't give her a messed up drink. Because she's asked for something nasty, but I don't know. Grandpa booze. Land. I don't know. All I could do is give her the thing that has like a crud ton of alcohol. Maybe this one. Make her face red like the actual planet. Here. This is the... off. Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now, it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Huh? It's the second time I'm here. So it's only natural you could get your own copy of my theme song. Oh, no thank you. Don't be shy. Let me give you one. I mean it. No thank you. She's just handing her mixtape to me. She's just trying to shove her mixtape onto me. Well, too late. It's in your player. That can't... How in the ever-living did you do that? Magic. That's BS. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Alright. Whatever. Hey. Aren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts. But I see the same... Hey Anthony, thank you for collecting your pocket sand. We're doing well today. Sand attack. Whoosh whoosh. Ah! Your collection is growing. Eat the sand. Eateth the sand. Seriously, no decorations or anything like that? Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention or to their arrival, or they haven't come. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Gira, gira, gira. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I'm gonna sue you for fake advertisement, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe Boss just donated money to this circa thing. And then tricked the dogs into coming here as part of, as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well. Anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there was any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know? Nor is this a crazy stories on demand stream service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. Yeah, they have the homo... Oh no, they have the heterochromia. With homophobia. But I said nothing. I mean, so shut up, that idea. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us a story about who he effed. He's so distracted he won't even retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but then I want to hear it. Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're kidding me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like that glass like last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? Walls are pretty thin. Oh. Is she IRL streaming? Yes, she is. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I tried to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit there and she's just waltzing over. It's not fair. Hey, if you knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. Or if I knew. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a friend anyway, are you? You're not wrong. We stand up. Can you at least tell me how nice she was? Do you just tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A real nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she comes back, I'll let you... You let me know here. I'm not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. Ugh. I need something to down this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Moonblast. Here. Phew. Let's just chill a bit. Still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership was just you. Hmm? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe we're just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Blah. Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? About how F-Boy's partner? Want to know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. Then maybe not settle it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on! Bartender, you're making a lot of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call a manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? What? Who left? Aside from that guy, I mean... Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way, I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make a premium time if I go commando. Huh? But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can just ask me to roll over, you know? Mind if I interject for a bit? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain Missy here. Alright. Jill. By that I mean take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road right into trucks and grills. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright. Gil, come with me. Huh? Time. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't... Well, that's a bummer. She's sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So it was a lucky lady. So it was a guy. Never thought she swung that way. Wasn't a guy. So it was a girl. And you did. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easier for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? Everyone is so intrusive. Let the man, like, you know... Let the man live his life. You never talk about yourself. You're talkative, so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. And I did. For you! Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much? Well, after the Idol girl came again yesterday, I looked up her song discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god. Did you... and the Idol girl? Did you? No! Why would that even be a... Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well... That's what... That's that for the break, let's go back. Right. No, Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more, I mean it. That way, I won't tease you so often. Listen, to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard of this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. What even in here? Sunshine. Go streamer time. Their song. What's this one? I don't think I have that song. And that's that. Back. What are you two doing back there? Heckin'. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap. Did you two really? John has the face of a man who hecked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right. What? Nothing? Gut punch. Is the world ending? Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying stuff out. Did you know Lilim's tongues are designed to identify foods using chemical components? Our tongues are designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavor that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking out how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them. Huh? And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all of those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all of that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet. Something sweet, that's more like it. Here. Ah, nice. Be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you about and answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversation with AIs, but after a bit, they'd just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same thing over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you are right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something, she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I have always thought about humans like nature's Lilum. The method might have been different, but we, too, evolved from more simple form ages ago. If Lilum managed to create biological life years from now, it will have come full circle. So what should I take from this? You love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with Sugar Rush. Okay. I already gave you one. Another one. With more alcohol. Here. You've been endowed? My love for these is real. How romantic. Man, this go-go is a blast. Would you feel like talking a bit with more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee's too much of a prick and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. No heck. Well, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. You little girl Lilum! Cam girl! Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you doing in my turf, Streamer-chan? Yes. No, I mean, that's what she's called herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, it's not really my name. What's your real name then? Behind Streaming Chen's awesome mask lies a humble Nicole Chen. Humble? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place, thus I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chen, though, so I just went with it. Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point, I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was subtle as a brick to my face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came here I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Tiny here seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Dolores means pains. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, streamer girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer as it had a couple of additions, but let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unbearable. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it to a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. Oh. I mean, you'd expect a certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his... Okay. But, I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back to the deal, were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Ah. Paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's here grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Ooh. But, you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers. Okay. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Cheers. Cheers. Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in the jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. Man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We had just turned off the jets. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I just had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag or with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the camera and started recording. Threw in some cooling packets, sealed the heck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we needed some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as hell, and that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I have sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, it felt like I was dying midway through. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in the cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait! I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my service at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. The pair made it now. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as hell, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today, I got a taste of what kind of client you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. You know, I'm getting older. That girl's too much even for me. Cool, 2K. Okay, Happy New Year. May all your fun wishes come true. Filled with joy. Happy New Year, guys! Happy New Year! Okay, no news. Leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Happy New Year! Alright. Maybe the last day? This might be the final day? 31st? Let's get through it. Well, let's see. Gail's in the back, getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. And they're only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Excuse me. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe it'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit. Excuse me, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time for you to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome the bell. Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Is there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? It's just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep, appetite thinking about it, and after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she just sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. She just says sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For, not talking all these years? I'm so pissed. You laughing? Sorry, I remember all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolate label 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3? Or that time where you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip? She didn't tell you, you did it. Oh, she didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long? She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the right to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of a massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and called it a day. But organs are different. The condition had made her susceptible to transplant rejection. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatment were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell and the shot even left her with a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So, thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. And the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shot made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack. And the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone. Nobody knows. Oops. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of dying in her sleep. Thinking about the what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can't apologize to you right now. Jill, Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. Only she. So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together? Lenora was a fun-loving person. The best we can do for her now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask though, did she really start to complain about the chest pain shortly after I left? No, she didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but actually goes away back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either. So, let's just call all that wonder under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course, I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, the truth is, I visited it from time to time, and the other day I heard a thread that discussed the bar. The description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey, Jill, can you tell me the problem was back then? What sparked the fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then, I didn't know what to do with myself. After I graduated college, I went in and pretty much hated the last couple years of there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying that it was what was best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't know. I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life into her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it, thinking it was what's best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on that matter. So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. I just, out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order, regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So, that's what led you to fighting, huh? Huh, you know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps I didn't react to her argument, but wasting this huge opportunity. Because maybe she would have lashed out at me this bad. She wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept my cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself onto her so much. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then when I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back. You know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither of you had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. Yeah, and like I said, berating myself over the past mistake won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she's the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah. Let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Grab this for a second. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now, and I have a drink. I have a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at least, at the very least, make you rest easier. I'm not giving this 8-year-old Germex. So, know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say to me, say to her. A bit. Come on, just once. Always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot, idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiot? You idiotic idiot. Ugh. Hey Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise me the same. And promise we won't fight. I can't do that. You and I are both thick-headed. Sooner or later we're gonna clash or something. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like adults. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you look after me? I'll always be there for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill? Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. There's no alcohol in it, Jill. Right. Had to think back to it. Didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was an April Fool's. I should have known better than when she offered me apple soda. I put bubble gum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Whoa. You guys are TMI. And as a follow-up, she used the same cucumber in the salad days later. No! Can you guys just, like, stop? She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Guys! Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do you know your parents? Do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's today, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How could she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think of that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's a comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. What are you guys doing? Itchy. Great! Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he's got into a partnership with his friend in the motor district. The guy saw the opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I frickin' knew it! You were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy! I think he had his this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. That said, sis was into girls. His acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer or whatever, or on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge, and it's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sis side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to your death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. And I haven't seen her since. August, I think. Did you do fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up.
You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. Let's go, supportive father! Let's go! A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thank you. Thanks to you. Huh? I thought I was gonna be a party here. Over here. Party? Small New Year celebration. Want to stay for it? No. I want to be a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? Don't let Alma near the babby. You don't mind me. Great. She's great with kids. Hey, Alma. Come here. Someone I want to introduce you to. Oh. 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 Are we getting credits? Are we getting credits? What is this? Valhalla bartender action. Oh, it is! And we're done! Valhalla done. Kirurin 51. Oh, shoot. I actually know that name. Wow, I was here! Yay! Oh, I was here! Finale, finale! We're free! We're free! I'm just kidding. Thoughts on game? I don't know. This is one of those things where I'm around a group of people I don't really relate to. Like, I don't think they're... Like, I don't think I dislike them, but I don't think I know any of these people, you know? It's that thing again, where they're probably funny and really cool, but I just don't think that they're, like, the same people I'd be around, personally. Like, I know we're pretty crude when it comes to, like, sexual humor and being like, ha ha ha, funny, funny, funny. But, like, it's just not the same type of vibe, I guess. Yeah, I think I wouldn't hang out with a single person in it. Yeah. Mom, dad, family, and friends. Thank you all for the support. This is for you. Like, I think this is just a story of people. You know? Because I feel like the news and all that other stuff is very, like, parallel to, like, life and stuff. But when I think about the people in it, I don't think they're, like, super... just people I'm too interested in. Like, I don't really have a favorite character in this. I guess maybe... what's his name? Do you have fun? Yeah, it was okay. I had some laughs. Yep, I also got to meet the Cat Boomer. Why did you boss hug you, though? He's the kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Yeah. You're right. Good night, Jill. Good night, Jill. I think Jill's okay as a character as well. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Good night, you guys. Gracias. Peluche? Saturday, February 25th? Huh? Time skip? I can't believe you actually made me do the sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know? Shut up. I'm having a good time. Aww. Look at them. See? Even Gabby's having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aw. It's different with you, though. My sis Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow! Just, what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck with one of my fingers. Seriously. So, I'm a bit, like Lenore then. No, you just remind me of her. Moreover, my sister wasn't as, as... ass. What this girl is trying to say is that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and and a half out of that mass. What the heck? That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Sunday, August 27th. Oh, another time skip. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to the city, and I can only satisfy my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for this second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Dana. Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be too dramatic. But And you're taking care of my apartment, and we will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of excessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of the four ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what to do. You'll be just fine. You did pretty well the last 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Ah, there it is again. Stay away from my room. Ah, there it is again. I have too many pics of my emotos there. I don't want their eyes soiled. Emo-wo? Little sister. Then let's just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Oh, they're traveling. Here, you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. New Game Plus. Okay. Just one more Gil harassment for the road. Just one more harassment of the Gil for the road. Yeah. It was chill. I do think because we joke around a lot about yaoi and like sex stuff, but more so we don't really make sex jokes. We make yaoi jokes about like things kissing. I don't really know. It was fun one to talk about. Gets good conversations. Yeah, I think it's okay. This is quite the unwholesome game. Yeah, there are wholesome moments, and I wish there was just more wholesome moments where I would call them, like, cute and stuff. Hi, Acid Goose. But not really wholesome. Just, like, so many out-of-pocket things said, but, you know, I understand how some people are, like, chill with it, but it wasn't, like, my form of humor. Again, it's kind of like being in a situation around people who aren't necessarily, like... Oh, wait! There's Gabby here. Look, look, look. See, like, that's wholesome. It's Gabby. She's not alone. Like, that's wholesome. I think that's cute, right? Little Babby. Like, I wish there was more wholesome. Like, I do... Like, if there wasn't so much out-of-pocket stuff coming out of Alma's mouth about, like, her weird youth, and more on, like, her being, like, actually wholesome with her nieces and nephews, I think that's cute. There's a lot. I feel like it's just that they're just not the kind of people I'm around, really. But it was fine. The little bartending game's okay. Jill's cool, I guess. Not really. Sometimes she's super out of pocket too. Everyone's pretty out of pocket this whole thing. But let's go ahead and check up on who's streaming today, so I can send y'all off to the next best place. Do a refresh. Okay. Let's go to Kieran. Why not? They usually just start around this time, so they should still be going. Not Kieran. My gosh. I read Carmen's name and I said Kieran. I mean Carmen. They usually start around this time. My god. My brain. Like the Mupai Una thing right now. It's not even the same thing. Kieran Carmen. Ugh. Big stupo head here. Flicks my forehead. Oucha. This is a raid message. Alright. As you all know, we will be here tomorrow for party games. Kinda... not really sure on what party games. Oh my god, Mupai won! Congrats! It's been so long! Oh, there's a cooldown. But anyways, see you guys tomorrow with party games. I'm gonna discuss what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. But I'll catch you guys here next time. Good night! Oh, okay.